Many times we feel that life is being unfair with us. Things do not go as we plan or as we intend, and everything seems hopeless. In those situations, I always look at this story, and this story always helps me to look at life with optimism. So in this video, I'm sharing this story with you. There was an ardent devotee who used to visit our temple every day. During one of his visits, he approached the deity of the temple and said, "Oh Lord, I have a request for you." The deity was amused, but he smiled and said, "Yes, my son, please go ahead with your request." The man said, "I have noticed that for many years you are sitting in the same position even without taking a break. So my proposal is, let me take your position for a day, and by that time you can go meet your family and come back. Till the time you come back, I can do the proxy for you." The god was amused, but he replied, "I am going to accept your proposal, but only on one condition." The man replied, "I am ready to accept any condition that you are going to impose." God said, "You must have seen that whatever happens in front of me, I just remain silent and I do not intervene. And that's what you were supposed to do if you want to take my position for a day. Whatever happens in front of you, you were supposed to keep silent and you cannot intervene." The person said, "Yes, I agree to that." So the god goes home and the person takes his place, and everything goes well till the last hour of the day, when one person comes with a bag of valuables containing jewelry and money, and unknowingly he drops his bag. So after some time, one beggar comes to the temple and picks up the bag and goes away. Again, after a few moments, there was a captain of a ship who comes to pray because he was supposed to go for sailing. And that moment, the person who drops the bag, he also comes in with the police and catches this person, catches the captain of the ship, thinking that he was a guy who has actually stolen the bag. And they were trying to take him away, and that moment this person could not hold himself, and he says, "No, you are doing something wrong," and he explained everything. So the police goes and finds the beggar, gives the bag back to the owner, and they leave the captain to go for his sailing. And the person was elated when God came back. He described everything and said, "I have saved you from something going wrong." But God was not happy. He was angry this time. He said, "Do you know what you have done? I kept you here because you promised that you will keep mum, keep silence, irrespective of what happens in front of you. And you are thinking that you have done something great, but actually you have created a disaster." Then I got described. The person who dropped the bag was a robber, and I wanted him to lose the bag. The beggar had few hungry children at home. I wanted him to get the money to buy food for the children. And the captain, he was supposed to sail that day, and I knew that a storm coming, and I knew that if he sailed at that time, he will get into the middle of the storm, making the ship to sink. Now look at what you have done. Look at what you have caused because of your unnecessary intervention. Now the robber is out in the open. The beggar still do not have food for the hungry children. And the captain, he went sailing at the right time, and he went into the middle of the storm, and his ship sank with few hundred people. So the story of the person who tried to replace God ends here. But this is our story every day. When things do not go the way we plan, the way we intend, we blame destiny and we feel hopeless. But I would say we should look at a story. The story teaches us that whatever happens in someone's life, there is a grand universal design behind it. Whatever happens, it happens for good. there is a reason why it is happening at that particular moment. So have faith. Have faith that whatever is happening, it will turn out to be good eventually. I hope you enjoyed the video and you find it useful. And please don't hesitate to share your views.